Hey girlfriends, welcome back to the channel for another video this week. If you're new here, my name is GeranikaMycia, but all my friends call me G. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back this week and clicking on my face. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram for all of my fabulous updates, and come back each week for weekly uploads. So today we're doing a get ready with me / chit chat. I get so many questions about my everyday makeup look. You guys always want to know what I'm wearing, how do I achieve the look. Like, y'all always want the tea on the makeup. So I finally just caved in and did a makeup tutorial / get ready tutorial. All of the things that you guys have been asking for, I did it, girl. Also in this video, I'm going to be sharing my 7-month update with therapy with you guys. And speaking of therapy, this portion of the video is sponsored by BetterHelp. That's Better H-E-L-P. Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the video. Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? If so, do not feel ashamed because you're not alone. BetterHelp will assist your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating within 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 15,000 plus counselor network, which may not be locally available in many areas. This service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in uncomfortable waiting rooms as with traditional therapy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they can make it easy, and feel free to change counselors if you need. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com /GeranikaMycia, that's Better H-E-L-P, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of experienced professionals. BetterHelp is offering a special offer for GeranikaMycia listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com /GeranikaMycia. So the first time I heard about BetterHelp was during COVID. I was listening to my podcast. Y'all know I love podcasts, and they were talking about BetterHelp. Right now I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty primer. And this is the dewy one, but I was listening to it, and then I was listening to the podcast, and they just was talking about, BetterHelp, and I was like, oh, let me, look into it and try it out. And when I tell y'all, that's probably one thing that I'm so happy I did do, because it really helped me get more comfortable with doing therapy online. I was always a person like, no, I need to do therapy in person. I don't want to go online. I just felt like the connection with the therapist probably just would have been different. The experience was not going to work because we're not in the same spaces. And if we're being honest, that is so not true. This is the Dewy Maybelline Fit Me foundation, my favorite one, and I use the color 355 Coconut. Allowing myself to go through therapy virtually has honestly changed my life, because now even when I move, I can keep my same therapist. I don't have to worry about switching. If I go to another city, I don't have to worry about looking for another therapist, and because that's frustrating. That's one thing you guys always tell me. Oh, finding a therapist is so hard, because when I find somebody, I can't afford them, or if I find somebody, it doesn't work. With BetterHelp, they have financial aid. If you find somebody and it doesn't work, you can switch therapists. You don't ever have to feel like you have to stick with that person. No, you can switch as many times as you need. You can message your therapist anytime you want. You can set up your own sessions they have like all these tools online that you can set up your own sessions. You can call, so it's like your therapist is literally always at your fingertips whenever you need them. After I post my self-care Sunday vlog, you guys were all telling me how a lot of you are in therapy, and you've also been, more open to it. A lot of people were saying that therapy is just not affordable, which really breaks my heart, because I feel like everybody really needs it. Therapy should not be that expensive. I'm sorry. It should be affordable to where everybody can afford to get the help that they need. I just feel like for those out there who are struggling with finding a therapist, BetterHelp, I just feel like it's going to make your process, it's going to make the journey of finding someone easier, because there's so many therapists you can choose from. Like I said, you don't have to feel obligated to stick with one person. And I would never suggest that you just, especially if you get some vibes from somebody and it's just not the vibe that you subscribing to, do not settle. I look at finding a therapist it's the same way you're finding like a boyfriend. You have standards, you have qualities that you're looking for, and you want a connection, you know, with that person, and you want someone you can feel comfortable, because therapy is a space where you're very vulnerable. And we're gonna get into vulnerability today, girl. You're gonna be very vulnerable, and you need someone that you're comfortable talking to, not just someone you just don't feel the energy. You know, you're gonna go off the energy a lot. So please never settle when you're looking for a therapist. Keep going and do not give up. And y'all know, like I'm always telling y'all, just keep pushing no matter how hard it gets. I know on my channel y'all gonna get so tired of me telling y'all about therapy. Therapy has literally changed my life, and I just feel like it is my duty to use my platform to continue to promote it and push it, because it's literally changed me and it's changed my life, and I want the same thing for you guys. So yeah, girl, definitely go to betterhelp.com/GeranikaMycia to take charge of your mental health and just do what's best for you. That is the ultimate self-care, I feel like. So I want this goal, you know, the way I'm living right now, I'm living the life that I deserve, because I took the step of getting a therapist and untangling all of my mess, and I just want the same thing for you, girl. All right, now I'm about to go in with the 24-hour MAC Studio Fix Concealer in a shade NC45. This is the same concealer that I use to outline my brows. I only outline the bottom of my brows, and for my brows I use the Morphe micro pencil. I'm going to link it in the description box. I don't do anything too fancy about my brows. I cannot do brows on camera. It just never comes out right. That's why y'all didn't see it. But yeah, I'm about to go in with this concealer to highlight. But since we're already talking about therapy, girl, let me go ahead and give y'all I've been in therapy now for 7 months. I started in January. So yeah, let's just do a little updatey date. So far so good. However, I feel like things started off very slow with my therapy sessions, the whole process of it, because now looking back I realized I wasn't open. I thought I was open, but I wasn't open, because I wasn't comfortable with talking to my therapist and telling her certain things, because she was still a stranger, you know, and she would say things kind of like hinting that, hey, you're not really opening up. It literally maybe about a couple weeks ago I was like, oh wait, maybe I'm not really getting the full experience of therapy, because I'm just not open. So lately we've been talking about vulnerability, and I realized I'm not comfortable. Well, I wasn't comfortable with being vulnerable in front of people I didn't know, and even people I know. I used to look at vulnerability like a weakness, but through therapy with the past, girl, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the past week I've realized my strength is literally in my vulnerability. So now I'm looking at vulnerability in a whole different way. I used to look at it like, okay, if I cry or if I show that side of myself, it is a weakness. But the past week I was in a situation where I showed my vulnerability. It's like I couldn't hide it. I showed my vulnerability, and in the process of me showing my vulnerability, I felt so much power and strength in it. So now when I was talking to my therapist Saturday, I was like, wait, I think my healing is literally in me allowing myself to be vulnerable, allowing myself to feel my feelings, say how I feel, and don't be ashamed for that, because I'm also a Cancer, so I'm very emotional. Not as emotional as I used to be, but she's definitely, you know, emotional, girl. But I just, overall right now, I've been exploring my vulnerability, and I also feel like if I wasn't in therapy, I don't know if I would have done that. Me and my therapist got into a little I'm not gonna say we got into it, but I wasn't really feeling her, and I was in a situation where I had to tell her, like, you know what, I'm not really feeling you right now. But before I could even tell her that I wasn't feeling her, girl, she already knew I wasn't feeling her, because I guess she just felt my vibes, my energy. As soon as we got on the call, I think she was like, okay, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And I didn't, oh my God. Now I'm about to go in with this L'Oreal Pro Glow Concealer, and I just put this right in the corner of my eye just to brighten it up just a little bit. But yeah, once she got on the call, I think she felt my energy. She knew like something was clearly, you know, not okay. I didn't even say anything. That was just probably me being passive aggressive. But even with that situation, it kind of like taught me to learn how to confront people and confront confrontation, because I'm the type of person, I don't really like confrontation at all. I try to stay away from it. And if you know me, you know when something, I'm the type of person, I don't really give second chances. I would just cut you off, like, you gotta go. And she asked me, she was like, so what made you not cut me off? And it just was like, that situation showed me, okay, Geranika, maybe you need to learn how to, one, deal with confrontation. Two, you don't have to run from all of your problems. And three, certain situations is not that big of a deal. Just say how you feel and keep it pushing, because that whole passive aggressive thing, I learned my lesson with that, y'all. Because when you let people do stuff to you and you try to be passive aggressive, like, okay, cool, whatever, it didn't, you know, you just not really, you're not saying how you feel, you're not verbalizing your feelings. I've learned it just gives people the yes to keep doing what you don't want them to do. So people definitely treat you the way you allow them to treat you. And I don't know, me telling her, you know, my feelings definitely gave me like a little, all right, hold on, I'm about to be telling everybody my feelings, girl. But now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is the honey. Listen, if you are a woman of color, you need this powder. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me. You don't get flashback. It just melts into your skin. It's so easy to blend, and it just doesn't look crusty and just make your under eye dry, because my under eye gets very dry. But overall, girl, the past 7 months update on therapy is going well. Y'all know I'm always telling y'all how it's going. It's going well. I look forward to see who exactly like I'll be. Now, I don't like to bake because I feel like it just dries me out, so I brush off the end. I kind of leave the powder in the corner of my eye, but I don't let the whole face bake. It just looks too dry, and I find that it's hard to blend out my highlight and mix it with my contour, so I just blend it. As y'all know, this past year I haven't been dating. When I say I haven't been dating, I haven't been talking to nobody, texting nobody. Girl, it's just been like crickets. And if we're being honest, that is the best thing I've ever done to myself, for myself. That is the best thing. When you are forced to just be with yourself, it's just you, girl, the amount of growth is crazy. I'm about to go in with this e.l.f. bronzer. This is the Consistently Bronze. This is also so good. This is my favorite bronzer, y'all. It looks very light and bright. Once you put it on your skin, it is beautiful. But back to dating. I am at the point also, I don't want to date. I do not want to date. Dating myself, actually really taking the time out to date me, find what I want, what I like, and also even thinking about who I want to be in a relationship has really changed my views about relationships, what I want, what I don't want, because I feel like finding out what you want is important, but also knowing what you don't want in a relationship is just as important. Because if you don't know what you don't want, you can get something and just be like, oh, okay, maybe I want this, maybe I don't. It is very important that in your time of singleness, you need to figure out who you are, what you want, what you don't want, what you're not going to accept and tolerate. You need to go ahead and set the boundaries before you even get with a person. Setting boundaries, I'm learning, is very important. And not just setting boundaries for other people, but setting boundaries for yourself. Because when you set boundaries for yourself, there's some things you're not gonna do. Because I'm starting to learn, man, it is so easy to go back to doing what you've been doing, whether it's been years, let's say it's easier to go back to doing old habits than to learn new habits. And in this past week has just been tough on G. Okay, one thing I realized I'm not willing to do, I don't think I can date a man who hasn't been to therapy, who has not worked on his own trauma and stuff like that. Because baby, listen, if I'm working on my trauma and I'm not bringing baggage into the relationship, why would I date somebody who's bringing baggage into the relationship? I need a man who actually took time to be single and work on himself inside and out. And I'm also not dating a man who don't have a relationship with God. Anybody can say they have a relationship with God, but are you talking to him? Is he a part of your everyday life? Like, a lot of men, I'm starting to realize, like, they just don't have it together. Like, the finances and stuff, that's cute, that's cute, but baby, you don't have your well-being together. You're not about to come over here and ruin the energy that she worked very hard to, like, build. Absolutely not. I just feel like when it is time for me to date, I'm gonna know. But at the same time, I feel like when it's time for me to date, girl, in this time of me being single, girl, the standards are like to the roof. Like, not even to the roof, girl. The standards are literally sitting on the throne up there in heaven with God. Like, my standards are high, girl. Now I'm going in with a dark tan, my mineralized skin finish, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dab that in certain places just to blend everything out. Especially up here, because this is where I have problems with blending out the concealer and the highlight and a contour. And the way I do my makeup, y'all, it may not be perfect. It's not, this is the way I do it, okay? It's not like pro makeup tips, okay? Next, I'm about to put some of that same that primer. I just use a little bit of this primer on my eyelids. I let it dry down to get sticky so I can put a little shadow on. I'm not big on eyeshadow. I just literally put one little color on them, on the lid, and just keep it pushing. So right now, in pursuit of my happiness, in pursuit of my highest version of myself, I really want to go on a solo trip. And now when I say a solo trip, I basically mean a trip where I'm traveling by myself. I do not want to go out of the country, girl. Listen, she's scared of that. But I definitely need a solo trip, and I'm trying to plan it out right now. Now my only issue is I have no idea where to go. If you guys have any suggestions on where I should go for a solo trip, please comment down below, because I'm having, you know, problems finding places that I would actually enjoy by myself, still feel safe and comfortable, and, you know, get the full experience. I hear so many good things. I'm using my same MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark tan, and I'm gonna just put that on both of my lids. I hear so many people talk so good about solo trips, how it's so liberating, how they learn so much about themselves, and I really want to experience that, especially in the stage that I'm in right now. I just feel like I learn the most about myself when I'm by myself, if that makes any sense. When I'm not talking to people constantly on my phone, when I'm just by myself, enjoying myself, talking to myself, that's when I learn the most about myself. And I just feel like traveling by yourself, that's gonna be something different that I really want to experience. I had a friend, he went on a trip by himself, and when he came back, he was just so, his aura was different, and I admired that about him. And I'm just like, man, I really want to do that, but I've always been so scared. So I feel like also going on a solo trip is going to force me out of my comfort zone. On this trip, I'm also going to force myself not to stay in a room. I'm going to actually take myself out to dinner, go shop, like everything I would normally do with a friend on a girl's trip and stuff like that. I want to do it by myself. Now, anytime I've done my makeup, depending on the vibe, that's when I chose the eyeshadow or the lip. But today we're going for something very neutral and nude, not too much, so I'm gonna just keep that on my eyeshadow. We might go back in with the same bronzer that we use on our cheeks. I'm gonna just use a little of that in my crease, nothing too much. I'm not really big on eyeshadow. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll add like a little shimmer shadow, but yeah, for the most part, I don't got time for all that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and brush off the excess powder from under my eye. For those who are single watching this, I definitely think you should definitely make a list of things that you want to do in your time of single. Set single, I call it singleness goals. At the beginning of the year when I became extremely single, I made a list of things that I wanted to do while I was single. And do y'all know, most of the things on that list, me going on a solo trip is going to be the last thing. So now I have to go back, revisit the list. If y'all asking why I keep wiping my nails, I always have white nails, so I always keep a Clorox wipe to clean them as I do my makeup so they don't stain. But everything that was on my list of things to do in my single time, girl, it's like done. And I'm so proud of myself because half of the stuff that was on that list, y'all, I probably would have never done it if I wasn't fully single in this space of just being by myself, if that makes any sense. Now I'm about to go in and contour my nose. Contouring my nose is the worst part of doing my makeup because I just don't like doing it, even though I have to do it. I don't like doing it because, and I'm also using the same e.l.f. bronzer. I use this bronzer for everything on my face. I don't like doing it because I don't like when it doesn't blend out with my, some days it blends out. I don't like when you can see the line from my highlight and the contour. So we're gonna have to figure it out. If y'all have some tips, y'all need to be leaving them down below because your girl is struggling with this part of, you know, the process. For those of you who are watching this video and you're not single, I still feel like you should also have goals. Even if you're married, if you're in a relationship. One thing I'm realizing in my time of singleness, even when I get in a relationship, I have to continue on this journey. Just because a person comes in my life, I cannot stop my journey to accommodate another person. Coming into my life, you need to be, first of all, it needs to just flow seamlessly. If anything is going to be interrupted or disturbed, to me it's just not gonna happen. It's not the right fit for me. Everything needs to just continue. Of course, some things are gonna give and take, but my mental health and well-being, that's not even up for discussion, honey, at all. And even if you are in a relationship, I think it is important to even look at your partner and see, you know, of course you can't change people and you can't force them to do things, but you should definitely, you know, look at them and see what kind of energy are you giving? Are you doing what's best for you? Because I feel like sometimes people get in a relationship and they look for the other person to make them happy. They look for the other person to fulfill them and make them whole. And if you are out there and you're looking for another person to fulfill you and make you happy, I could just tell you now, girl, you're never going to be happy, because it is not, to me, it is very selfish to want your partner to make you happy. That's not their responsibility. Their responsibility is to add to your happiness, not make you happy. It is your responsibility. You are responsible for you. You are responsible for your own happiness, your own, you know, well-being. It is their job to add to that. So it is selfish for you to put all of that on another person and be like, oh, make me happy. Girl, that's not his job. That is your job. If we're just being honest, girlfriend to girlfriend, in my time of singleness right now, I'm also looking at a lot of mistakes that I made in my last relationship. Like, I'm the type of person, I do believe that you need to reflect. Reflection is key, girl. If you are getting out of a relationship right now, do not try to go and find somebody else. You need to really sit down and be like, okay, what could I have done better? One thing that my therapist taught me, when I got out of my last relationship, I wanted to blame him for everything. And she just taught me, no, you played a part in it too. So you need to look at, what did you do? How could you have done it better? And I wasn't trying to hit her, if we being honest. I was like, all him, all him, all him. But as I went to therapy and I'm like, wait, my perspective started to change. I'm like, wait, my perspective shift from what he did to what did I do and what could I have done better and what am I going to do better moving forward. And ever since I did that, like, listen, there are so many things that I did that I would never ever do again. Like, you know how they say when you know better you do better? That is so true. Like, so true. It's to the point now when guys even try to talk to me, I can literally feel the energy and I'd be like, honey, please, boy, bye. You can be coming up to me and I can feel your energy. Like, everything about you, your aura, everything needs to be correct when you're coming to me. And there's just a lot of people right now, if your energy not right, I'm not even giving you the time of day. I'm not even giving you a hello. I'm going the other way. And that's with friendships, that's with relationships, that's with everything. It's even like right now, I'm just picky about everything, especially like even friendships. People don't realize how much friendships play a part in your life, girl. Let me tell you something. Friends, you talk to them all day, every day, like you're around them. Your friends are literally a reflection of you, or if they're not a reflection of you, they're a reflection of what you're about to become. So you need to be very picky with the friends you choose. Next, I'm going in with these lashes that I got from Walmart. I have to show y'all these because I don't know if I'm gonna try to find them online. Y'all, I'm gonna show you these. Take a screenshot, girl. If I don't post them online, you need to get in the description box, you need to get these. These are a new Salon Perfect Wing Demi collection. You know, Demi is the wispy. These lashes are so gorgeous. A lot of you have been asking what lashes I've been using. These are the lashes I've been using. They make you look like you got your lashes done, but really you didn't. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on. Okay, I don't think she wants to focus. Okay, I don't think she wants to focus, but you see the wisp, girl. Back to friendships. Listen, y'all better be very careful about who y'all befriend, girl. Be careful. It's not even, I'm at the point in my life where it's not even about somebody betraying you. You know, when you are young and you have friendships, it's like petty friendships. Y'all fight over stupid stuff. Y'all stop being friends for stupid stuff. But we at the age in our life where if your friends are not showing up for you, if you have one-sided friendships, if they're not giving you the energy, they're not supporting you, they're not listening, if they can always call you and you can never call them, it is time to let them go. I don't care how long they've been in your life. You can have a conversation with them. If they don't receive it, I feel like, well, I don't think I should say this. My therapist said that's not how you handle things. But listen, if I have a conversation with you and you don't receive it or you don't change, baby, you got to go. It's at the point where we grown and it's okay to let friends go. We feel like we have to stick with our day ones. No, baby. If your day one is not growing and elevating, you know, it's okay to let them go. It's okay to part ways. Let them go get friends that works for them, and you go get friends that work for you. I'm at the place right now where I don't have that many friends, y'all. I can literally count my friends on one hand, but I have great quality friends. It's all about quality with everything. But I do want friends. I do want more friends. I'm finding, I don't know about y'all, but it is hard to make friends as an adult. Like, it is so hard. Everybody already got their guard up. Everybody already looking like, you know, we all kind of like already going into the situation like that. But we all secretly like, I want to be friends. You want to be friends? It is just, it's hard. It's hard. You make friends when you go to school. You make friends when you go to work. We all at the point now where, no, we're not in school no more, girl. So making friends is just not that easy. And I don't know how I'm gonna make friends or where I'm gonna make them at, but I'll say this, all my friends is in New York. I know that for a fact. Literally, people I know and don't know. My new friends are in New York somewhere waiting for me. Y'all, look at these lashes. These lashes are so good. Like, they're so good. They look natural. They give you like a wispy look. I literally look like I have on individuals right now, but I don't. And these lashes were like $6. Now I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Lash Stiletto mascara, and I'm gonna just put some mascara on the bottom lash. Alright, so next I'm about to show y'all the lip. Y'all always asking about my lip combo, so this is my go-to lip combo that I've been loving. Right now I'm using a NYX lip liner, and this is in the color dark brown, which I've been absolutely loving. So you just go in and outline your lip. I like to over outline to make the lips look shapoppin'. So once I outline the lips for the gods, now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe. Y'all, this is the bomb. This is Morphe Freebird. It's like a lipstick, but it's like a gloss and it's very pigmented. Y'all, it just, She's that girl, okay? Oh, it looks so good. So now I'm gonna go in with my NYX Butter Lip Gloss, and this is in Madeline. This is that girl. Like, if you do not have this lipstick, this lip gloss, you need it. Like, you absolutely need it. It's like this nude. It goes over so many like nude lips so well. And lately I've just really been into like more of a glossy lip. It's perfect for summer, and it makes your skin just look like it's glowing even more. Look at that lip. That lips look good, okay? Now you can stop here if you want to. Me, I don't. I only put on my lips so I can get like the vibe that I'm already going for if I need to add more of something. So now I'm gonna go back in with the same bronzer because I want more of a bronzy glow. So we're gonna bronze up a little more. Go back in with this e.l.f. bronzer. It's darker than the other one. This is Always Spicy. This can be a blush or a bronzer if you can see. Let me show you the two differences. See, this one is more red. It has more of a red tone to it, which I absolutely love. And I'm going in with a Morphe M427, and I slightly use this as a contour, but I blend it in into that other bronzer. So, and I find that when I've used I forgot the name of these type of brushes. When I use this type of brush, like a fiber brush, it doesn't put too much product on my face. For my highlighter, I'm using NYX Born to Glow. Y'all know I live by this stuff. It's so pretty, especially on dark skin. It gives you like a natural glow, not too heavy. You don't look like super crazy when you use this. And this is so easy to blend in. Right now I'm blending it in with a Morphe M510 brush. It is so easy. Look at that. It just gives you like a natural glow, not too much, but it does the job. Now to tie all of this in, oh girl, I'm running out. I'm gonna use, this is actually MAC Fix Plus in a different bottle. So ghetto. But I'm gonna spray this all over my face to just melt this all in together. And this is how I get the look that you girls are always asking for. I get so many questions about my everyday makeup look. This is all I do, girl. I didn't use that many products. I don't have no crazy techniques. This is all that I do, and I actually like it. I'm more of like a dewy girl, but I like very simple makeup. So yeah, no crazy eyeshadows, no crazy TikTok tricks and all that. This is just all that we have, and she's giving what needs to be gave. Alright girls, so that's all that I got for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at GeranikaMycia, and I will see you girls in the next video.